Welcome to Tokyosaurus. So what's up in Japan? So we all know Jiren's backstory from the anime if you finished Dragon Ball Super, and back when it was first revealed, many fans were pretty disappointed by its lackluster, or even cliché origins to one of the most hyped Dragon Ball villains of all time. Although technically I don't really think he classifies as a villain in his anime version, but rather more of an opponent that Goku must overcome. But it's almost as if Jiren was inspired by Batman with his parents being murdered, which eventually led him on a quest for power, and eventually he dons a costume and becomes a superhero in his universe. In the latest chapter for the Dragon Ball Super manga, they completely changed his backstory, which in turn changed his motivations for his character, which means now we have a very different Jiren compared to the anime. So let's see what changed here and the differences between the anime Jiren and the now new manga Jiren. In the latest chapter, it starts with Goku in Ultra Instinct dodging everything pretty easily. As Goku forces Jiren to power up, Goku responds by going into Mastered Ultra Instinct, or the true state of Ultra Instinct. The two duke it out for a bit and Goku lands a Kamehameha on Jiren, but Jiren is absolutely not impressed as he responds by saying attacks that exploit openings are not true strength. So here is where we kind of get a glimpse of the difference in fighting philosophy between the two. Jiren is all about sheer dominance with his raw power that he's trained for all his life, almost like an immovable object, while Goku with his obsession with fighting is like an unstoppable force. No matter who he's up against, he wants to find a way to beat them, and thus he discovered many transformations along the way. But continuing on, the fight becomes more evenly matched once everyone realized that Goku could not control the Mastered Ultra Instinct form he just discovered, and so it comes to a point where Goku loses his Ultra Instinct and Vegeta joins in the fight. And here is where Jiren tells us why he fights. He starts with saying, "I've given everything for justice, for my master. I cannot allow myself to lose. I will become the perfect force for justice my master sought." Meaning Jiren believes that he has yet to become the perfect force for justice in his own mind. This part is key to understanding Jiren's manga version, as he reveals his wish if he wins the tournament would be that to revive his master, who has been slain by a monster. And his master's name is apparently Master Kitchen. So in this version of Jiren's origin, there are no parents being slaughtered, there are no friends being slaughtered. Toppa mentions that there was one thing that Jiren never earned in his life, and that was official approval from his master before he died. Master Kitchen never recognized Jiren as his successor, and so when he died, Jiren assumed it was because he wasn't powerful enough, and since then, Jiren has become outrageously strong and obviously wants to see his master again, so that he may grant him his final approval to become his true successor. So Jiren's motivations as a character stems from his desire to have his master's approval, whom he obviously has a ton of respect for, which is quite different from the anime version of Jiren, where Jiren's desire for power came from having lost his fellow friends and master to an evildoer, which was when Jiren realized that he can only rely on himself and his own power to truly become strong. As Vegeta willingly teams up with Goku to fight Jiren, Belmod finally reveals the true reason why Jiren's master never recognized Jiren as his successor. Jiren has always been a solitary fighter, and it was his master that got Jiren to join the Pride Troopers. The lesson that the master was trying to teach Jiren all along was the importance of teamwork, and it seems like Goku and Vegeta will be the ones to finally drive the lesson home for Jiren, instead of Goku and Frieza in the anime. So the manga version of Jiren is driven on approval from his master, whereas the anime version is more driven on the belief that absolute strength is the only way towards justice, as his past has taught him that there is no justice in the world for the weak. Quite different in how Jiren got to where he is, but the result is more or less the same. Would Jiren's wish be the same if it was revealed in the anime? Most likely pretty similar, but the resurrection would probably include his friends and also his parents. Now we know Jiren's true wish. Does that change how you view Jiren? Now that you also know Jiren's manga version, I am very curious as to which Jiren you like better. As usual, left the poll up there, and also let me know down in the comments below. Smash thumbs up if you liked the video, hit the bell if you finally realized just how much you missed Dragon Ball Super, and I'll see you guys in the next one.